What's happening, y'all? Um, I'm watching the world, being quiet, sort of looking at things from afar. I want to give you my opinion about some things. We have been socialized and engineered into being some of the most divided people on this planet. You know, they have literally beat us into judging each other by skin tone, by the block we live on, the city we stay in, or what groups we affiliated with, you know, age, you name it. And then as we integrated more into the system, we had the audacity to even become Republicans or Democrats. When historically, I think we've all seen that neither group gives a fuck about our people, right? So in the last few years, it seemed like on a certain level, it started getting some of it right, in my opinion. And then like that. Now it's whether you took their medicine or not. When some of these people can't even get baby powder right. But that's neither here or there. Some of us are just scared on both sides. And instead of judging and being oppressive, why can't we just talk to each other without them being around? Without their cameras. The thing that I've asked you all is just get your own shit. Get your own researchers. Get your own grocery store. Buy your own land. I will tell you a blessing though. One of my best friends is an educator out of New York. And she said some of the stuff that's going on right now may be a blessing. It may force us to create our own schools. It may force us to get our own restaurants. It may force us to get our own politicians who will implement laws for our people. Just an opinion. But what I want to tell you all is that if you are one of the ones who can admit that this system has historically implemented tyranny and fear and unfairness upon our people, then why would you think that this situation would be any different? I'm not saying that it is or it isn't. But can you at least look at it and be like, okay, not that any of this exists or not, but haven't you heard that people find their God in anarchy? So wouldn't it be smart to create anarchy so that you can move people in the way that you want them to move? If you're scared or you're dying, it doesn't matter, you know, what mask fear of death wears. Whether it's through a disease, whether it's through police, whether it's through systematic racism, whatever you want to call it. Fear is fear. Bullying, whatever you want to call it. I'm not saying that any of these things exist or don't exist, but what I am saying is, like, don't let the fear control you into giving up your freedoms, into treating other people bad because they're not like you. That's the one thing them people always been good at. If you don't believe, excuse me. I love the idea of freedom and people believing in and doing as they choose, as long as they do what I choose or what I believe in. Folks don't give a fuck about no freedom. Don't give a fuck about your well-being. Make some choices for yourself. And to all these elders who are jumping on TV, telling these kids what they should do, why don't you call them first? I'm watching people who are revolutionaries, who the system has never given them a voice, or never given them an opportunity, but now they want to speak on behalf of pharmaceutical companies and the medical field. If you scared, say you scared. This is much bigger than a disease. This is about your right to choose. And wouldn't it be smart for them to make you feel like everybody on this planet is a biological threat to you, to make you move the way that they want you to move? I'm not saying that that's the case, but they've done it before. I don't know, man. Just don't be oppressive. Don't turn into the same people that you criticize. I've been guilty of that myself. That's the reason why I'm giving you this message. And just think about it.